Back. My friend Bill Duggan. Also probably your friend when it comes to indoor air conditioners, purifiers, home systems. Honeywell is a name that is known and respected across the world, basically. They know how to move air, they know how to clean air. We're doing this at an HSN price, $31 and change in your credit card. You're also getting that free shipping for this show. Very limited quantities, 501280. And I kind of buried the lead. I know it's Honeywell, but you don't have to buy any filters ever.
And that's the huge game changer. Because I mean, we've seen air purifiers out there. We love the fact that we can go to sleep and the air is getting clean. We can leave the house, the air is getting scrubbed, because we don't scrub the air. We mask all those odors.
You bet we do.
So this unit has 3 layers of purification. By the way, the unit and the filters, 5-year warranty, Energy Star certified, has that oscillation feature, so it actually goes back and forth, so it grabs air from all corners, also shares cleaner air to all corners. So you have that pre-mesh filter, which is, you know, traps the odors and the larger particles. Then you have this patented IFD filter. By the way, the filters in the past that we gave were about this size. So they're about 4 times larger. It's a 2-filter system. And don't even worry about the size, what numbers those are. Because yes, these are permanent, washable, reusable. So when you pop off the back, you're gonna notice it's gotten a little grimy. And that's good, because the stuff that's trapped in here is not in your lungs, not in your upholstery, not in the curtains or anywhere. And just take this over to the sink. I'm gonna step to the side and look what happens. You just rinse it out. All that stuff was in your living space, your home office, your family room. And because this is just one of the filters, remember there's 2 filters in this system, I just let this dry out, maybe overnight, leave it in the dish rack, and then put it back to work, because 5-year warranty even on the filter, and it will scrub the air 120 times a day. 120 times a day? I love this demonstration, even though it does gross me out a little bit. It happens. Because you have to remember, that's the stuff that you're forcing your body to filter constantly.
And I don't care if it's pet dander, you know, down to the smallest allergen. Again, it's not curing or treating, you know, common cold or allergies, but I look at it this way. If I can at least give my body a fighting chance, because a lot of those particulates, and we're talking about the ones that the human eye cannot see, it is filtering out of the air.
Exactly, and that's really what, we can see the dust, we can see the hair, you know, when it gets on the TV, but it's those little particles that agitate us, that bother us, that dry out our nose, tickle our eyes, that actually make us go grab a glass of water in the morning, because all night we've been taking that stuff in. Because you know, when we plop down on the couch and you see that little plume, it's not because we're not good housekeepers. It's just because all that stuff's been trapped in that fabric. And so what this does, it really takes all that dirty air in. So it grabs it from all different corners because it oscillates, 3 layers of purification, which I showed you, and pushes out 99% cleaner air.
Nice.
And guess what? All you did was get it home and plug it in.
It's true.
And then really, the free shipping, I kind of want to highlight that. We don't always offer that.
Well, and I got to be honest, this is not, I mean, I won't say, no, it's not so huge you can take up the, but this is not like shipping a ring to your door. I mean, it's a significant box. I think the big thing for me though, and whether it's because I like to cook or I have allergies, or maybe it's, and I'm not a great housekeeper. Taking a while.
I'm right there with you.
I know, from allergens and irritants. And even if you're just talking about things, you don't want somebody to smell the popcorn that you burned, or the fish that you made last night, or the food that you were frying in the kitchen. Or if there is a smoker in the house, if there's a pet in the house, certainly in the summer and spring months, we do have our windows open more often. But the reality is the air in your home is actually dirtier than the air in the great outdoors.
And that's the Environmental Protection Agency telling us inside our home is 5 to 10 times dirtier than outside. And you're like, wait a second, but I vacuum, I dust. It's because we shut those windows. We shut the doors all season long. We shut it for the air conditioner. We shut it for the furnace. And even when we open our windows, we're letting stuff in and it has nowhere to go. So you see this unit's already on. It's already scrubbing the air quietly, which is important. So whether it's nap time or bedtime or TV watching or telephone time, we don't have to turn it off. And as it's scrubbing the air and cleaning it up so we can breathe lighter and breathe easier. We chose smoke, by the way, because it is one of the smallest particles out there. Because sometimes, you know, you don't see the smoke, but you can smell it.
You can.
And that's the thing, you're gonna smell something different in your living space. We all go nose blind. We've heard that term before, because, you know, we walk in and don't smell it. It's the company that smells it.
You're right.
And when you get this home and plug it in, you're gonna walk into this room and you're like, wait, I smell something different. And it's not an aerosol, it's not a candle, it's actually all those little particles are gone.
Yeah.
They're trapped in that filter. And remember, once they're trapped in the filter, it's not go, oh, Shannon, you're going to the store. Can you pick me up this, how much expensive or what size filter? You just wash it and reuse it for years.
And I think that's the key reason that sometimes air purification, quote unquote, gets a bad name, because people are like, oh, it didn't work. It's because we don't replace our filters. I mean, we really don't. And then, like Bill's saying, then it's like, oh man, I got to remember which size, and you know, all this other kind of, you know, nonsensical information. The fact that this is a forever filter. Now, of course, you want to let it dry before you put it back in. I mean, you know, common sense prevails there. But isn't it nice to know there are no hidden costs?
Right.
So you can, a lot of times people don't even run their air purifier 24 hours a day, which you should, right though? It's true, though, because they're thinking, oh, I gotta get a little extra life out of that filter. And then it's kind of defeating the purpose, because you want to, ideally you would run it 24 hours a day. I have to say though, it's really quiet running, isn't it?
And that's important. That's why we actually call it the QuietClean tower, so you can leave it on all the time. But really, that proof is in the fact that this is a permanent, washable, reusable filter. I mean, we do a lot of electronics. Can you imagine the value if we sold a printer with permanent ink?
Yeah.
We didn't have to worry about
their minds.
Totally.
I mean, they would. They'd be
and
like,
what value would
permanent
that be?
ink?
Because this is dirty, and this is what happens. Like, you throw it away, you go spend another one. No, you just take it to the sink, and this is where you call your kids and husband over. Like, look at the dirt in this house. And the thing is, don't blame them on it, but just show them the effectiveness of leaving it on and leaving it running.
Why not?
You see they're Energy Star certified, so yes, leave them on. There's 3 different cleaning modes, so once this is rinsed out, just let it dry out overnight. You can vacuum these out as well. I'd love to show you the controls on the top, because it's very user-friendly. It's high, medium, or low. And so actually we have this one on high. We'll let the oscillation come right back around. And so it's like, so we want quiet. Just level 1, level 2, level 3. This is your oscillation button.
Can I mention a stupid thing? I'm trying to remember if I've sold another air purifier that oscillates. I don't know if I have.
Not many do. The only ones I know are actually Honeywell.
Oh, yeah.
And again, the benefit of
that
is sometimes, you know, turn it off if you don't want it. But I like it because you'll see how it's spreading the love.
It does,
so it's cleaning the air, but it's pushing it out into the living space, into all corners. And it's taking it in from all corners, too.
Oh, that's true. Well, gosh, it is. You're right. Honeywell has to be the only one I've ever seen with that oscillation.
And by the way, since we're talking Honeywell, one of the most recommended by doctors and allergists out there. And so that's a nice brand name that you're going to, you know, have reliability on. But also realize, Energy Star certified, that warranty on the tower and the filter. And I just want to point something out. So I'm going to start walking away and just, I don't have to sit right next to it. I don't have to sleep right next to it. Need a wider camera angle. But the thing is, you get to enjoy 99% cleaner air in that living space.
For sure.
So as far as it's pushing it out there, it's also collecting it.
It's true.
And yet this is on high, it's very quiet, and the effectiveness really comes to play when you get it home for free, plug it in, and smell something different in the man cave, and you know, the guest room that you don't use that often, or more importantly, your bedroom, because even when we're finally off our feet, we're still breathing and taking it in.
We are indeed, and remember, it's here on that flex pay of $31 and change. Rick, I do want to confirm, I think we only have like 1,000 of these, am I correct? It's around that 1,000 mark, which if you were in regular retail, yeah, that would seem like a lot, but we're in over 95 million homes here at HSN, so that's kind of a blip on the radar. Whether you cook a lot, whether you do have allergies or asthma, or you just literally want to clear the air in the family, Honeywell is a name that we know and we trust. And remember, this is one with no hidden costs. But part of the reason air purification can get a bad name is people don't replace those filters, and then they can't do what they're supposed to do, basically.
And that's just it. And you're right, we don't run them all the time because we're trying to save money. We don't burn the candle all the time because we're trying to save money.
It's true.
And the thing is, I mean, truck companies save money. We run the air conditioner, shut the windows and doors. We run the furnace, shut the windows and doors. So that's summertime, that's wintertime. This will work. Springtime and fall, allergies, all that stuff's in the air. And yes, it gets trapped in here. It gets kicked up when the kids are running across the carpet or the pets are, you know, rolling around on it, and it has nowhere to go. But guess what? With this unit, it gets trapped in here. Trapped in the filter, not the upholstery, not our lungs, our eyes. And once it's trapped in the filter, remember, it's not go spend more money. Not worrying about the size or who has that, like, who has the best value on it. It's cleaning the air. You know what I also like? Guess who's cleaning the air? The unit is. So if I wanted to clean my carpet 120 times a day, I gotta do the vacuuming. I gotta wash my hair 120 times a day. Suzanne Runyon likes this analogy. If you were eating off a dinner plate that had been washed 120 times, that's pretty darn clean, right? And that's what air quality you're gonna walk away with. All those numbers, by the way, the 99% cleaner air, third party, independent testing, not even from Honeywell. The way it circulates the air, it's on average 120 times a day. will vary on the
Right.
room size,
Yeah.
but it's doing it quietly, it's cleaning it and scrubbing it. And you know what? We got vacuums covered, we got hair solutions covered, but how do we manage the air quality? It's something like this. And it's true, I've had ones in the past that, you know, had the filters, but then it had the added expense season after season.
And it does, it adds up. And you know, with a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee, you can absolutely try this. Whether it's in your master bedroom, maybe you wake up in the morning, your eyes are a little red, they're a little puffy, you find like you're dehydrated, or if it's in your kitchen, if you love to cook like I do, if there are pets in the home, smokers in the home, if, again, it's not a cure or treatment for anything, but remember, at least you're giving your body and the littlest lungs in the house a fighting chance. With that forever filter system and the Honeywell name, this is hard to say no to.
Actually, you bring up the little slungs. I like to say, you know, this is a great gift for the whole family, but
It is.
you know, my sister had the niece and nephews and they got the strollers and the diaper bags.
I know.
Something like this in the nursery for cleaner, more refreshing air.
Big time.
Or when someone comes over because
Big
they're
time.
fighting allergy season. Because remember, you're not gonna have to fight with this anymore. Do you know what size this is? Or what store? Or who has the best value?
I barely know what size jeans I wear.
Exactly. And the thing is, this stuff does add up and get costly, especially when you think about it. 5 years of having to replace these.
Yeah.
And you know those bigger filters that we have for our furnace and air conditioner?
Yeah.
Those are not to clean the air in your home.
Oh, true.
They're actually to clean the air going into your furnace and air
to protect the
conditioner.
coils.
Exactly.
Yeah, as I explained to the air conditioning guy at
Oh, do you know one?
12:30 this morning.
Oh,
I know.
Sore subject.
Always a story.
Sorry.
Always a
But the
story.
thing is, getting it home, I mean, the free shipping, we don't always offer that. I don't know when we're gonna be back. I wanna show you one more time. With this permanent filter, that honeycomb filter, what you're gonna notice, it traps more because it's a dense honeycomb.
And
once
you
it's
never
trapped,
have to replace that.
exactly.
Never.
And the thing is, it's washable, reusable. This air quality is in our homes, but more importantly, you're getting it trapped in here instead of in our homes.
Yeah.
And